don't shine when you're not near. I don't feel like I do when you're with me. It felt like suddenly our souls collided, hearts
Hello， 大家好，我是 Skye， 我们现在在松露农场开了2个半小时，早上5点半就起床。今天的天气有点阴，又有点放晴，天气有点冷。就是他们2只 Barry 跟
Roxy
哦 Roxy，sorry Roxy， 但是那我就叫他。
Welcome all to the Wombat Truffles. My husband Rainer and I established the Truffle in 2007 when we planted 1,200 oak trees. So we planted 600 of this species, which is the Quercus ilex. It's called an American oak when we bought it, I think because the leaf is like a holly. Today they're called a French oak. And then this one here is the Quercus rover, and it's an English oak. They are a fully deciduous tree, however you can see a couple of small ones that have kept their leaves, and they will just fall off when the new buds come through. So about 5 years ago we pulled out 550 of these rovers because they weren't producing truffles. We'd had a few different microbiologists and scientists come out that all had these theories that being a deciduous tree, they might take a bit longer to produce truffles. In the end, I got a scientist from the ANU who's contracted to certify truffle trees today to come out and have a look, and she took some samples of the root strands, and on the root strands you can actually see the mycorrhiza of the fungi. And they call, the mycelium of the fungi, they call that the mycorrhiza, which is a Greek word for fungi root. And these trees were fully covered in the mycelium, but she couldn't identify what it was because she didn't have the DNA for it, but it wasn't the tuber melanosporum that we're trying to grow here today. So tuber melanosporum is the black truffle, Perigord truffle, basically your winter truffle, the second most sought after truffle in the world behind the white truffle, which they've not yet been able to commercially harvest like we're commercially harvesting. So we keep it simple.
Not interested.
Oh.
Okay, Mary, you boys stop. So we use very complicated tools. A hoof pick. We don't use it in a very rough fashion. We never use it on the horses before using it out here. But you can feel the truffle as you're sort of scratching, and you can hear it. So
Yeah.
you can hear that truffle there. So
5公分的一把，来。
where is it, Roxy? Find. Hey, watch your fingers. So clearly the bad behaviour isn't going to change because she is being rewarded for it. So most people do think that it is funny, except for us when we're trying to get a lot of truffles out of the ground and we're relying on her to help. It's actually very tiring for the dogs. This is actually a most beautiful truffle. This is what we would call an extra class truffle. It's beautiful and round. It's probably about 30 grams. It's got beautiful aroma. These are the truffles you'll pay $3,500 a kilo for. Everybody aspires for these extra class truffles, but less than 10% of the truffles coming out of the ground are like this. So I'll leave you with one of those. A rock one. Let's see how. Go out and have a look and just see if there's anything out there. So we went for a bit of a wander and we found this thing sitting on the top of the ground that I thought, God, that's an unusual. Okay. Very. Ooh. I think she likes her new truffle With my cream overnight, but they do so it needs minimum 6 hours. So we just add it to the hot soup, and that's going to, because that's going to activate the heat. Has anybody ever commercially bought truffle oil? I'm here to tell you now there is no truffle harmed in the making of that oil. It is made using a chemical additive similar to perfume they make in a laboratory where they replicate the flavour and aroma. And you'll find that that's in almost all of your truffle products you buy commercially. Your salami, your cheeses, anything that you see at the stores that is bought has that truffle aroma or additive into it. And that's because you can buy 10 litres for about $100 compared to what you're paying for truffles. Truffles work really well with fatty foods, so your eggs, your cheese, your butter. So there are spoons here, I'll move them forward for you. You're just adjusting it, you don't have to just use this for truffles. You can use it for cheeses and chocolate and anything that you want to shade. So we sell these here as well. I personally don't like the truffle like this, but I don't love truffle either. I find that the texture of this is a bit too chewy for me, so I don't like it shaved. But please, let me know. So what we're shaving here into your soup, to give you a bit of an idea, is around 2 to 3 grams of truffle.
松露完之后的
小点心
tasting， 这个是松露的一片一片的，然后这个是屑屑，看看哪一个比较好喝。然后这是有加松露奶油，试试看。好，试试看，都喝喝看。那个太就是有一个东西，但不知道在吃什么。
最讨厌那个白色
我觉得很香。
我讨厌。
可以做一个蛋，像他这样。我之前那个法国老师也有这样说，他就是买了一个大块蛋，
那个是奶油好吃吧？
包着放到那个蛋里面。
我觉得奶油本身就比较好，然后它加 Truffle 这样。
但是这面包的 Truffle 好好吃哦。
拿一个蜜糖。
我们今天来的是这一间，有一个Wombat的图案。然后吃的就是这个喝浓汤的面包。哦，教你怎么做。好可爱的小孩嘛，哦，他开的好特别哦，你看。
三轮的。
这个味 味道好重。吃不出来。两颗不一样哎。
I can't pick your truffle for you. I can tell you the truffle I put here is good or not, but it'd be like me picking your perfume. Some people like a sweeter, some people like a sharper. My experience, and I don't know if it's to do with the cuisine, a lot of the Asian customers we get like that sharper, savoury smell compared to the sweeter smell that I really like in a truffle. So the class 1 truffles, the extras are the ones that we talk about at $3,500 or $3.50 a gram. Most people are selling class 1 around about $3.10 to $2.80 a gram, and class 2 drops down to about $2.60, $2.50 depending who you're buying it from. We sell at $2 a gram here at the farm gate, so we don't differentiate the class. You with the bright eyes, I envy you. Cold and bitter, that's what I've come to. You with the bright eyes, I envy you. Cold and bitter, that's what I've come to.
How many ones? This one?
Cold and bitter, that's what I've come
the little one.
to. You certainly can. Yeah.
让他拿一个。
On your own, it's hard to find the difference between truth and lies. Your heart will fool you every time.
贩卖部的旁边有2间小房间，出租的。然后前面旁边这边有提供。
But stop me if you think I'm playing God. Playing God. Carefully you toe the line. See what's on the other side.
好大只哦！好大只哦！可以摸吗
？The difference between love and lust
听起来很认真。
is where you put your trust.
好清脆的声音哦。
So when your eyes get weak,
睫毛好长，
you will be okay.
大猪猪好吗？这是大猪猪，他有给他做背带。猪来了，猪猪来了，我也想。它好大。到了我们住的地方是好累在这样一个
Doesn't really matter that you made mistakes. All that matters is you're taking steps to change. You'll be okay. Oh, you'll be okay. I don't see the difference between truth and love.
钓到鱼了。
The difference is the way the words are spun.
但是这个应该不及格，要放回去。
The lines are only
嗨，
blurry with
那应该有大只的哦。
eyes half shut.
继续丢那边。
哪边？
Stop me if you think I'm playing.
在 Holiday Park 里面吃网瓜，看看我们环东，看看我们这么的丰盛，摆到每地方好。开。
But stop me if you think I'm playing God.